42, by the way, is crazy. I was on Lonzo 1.5 threes last game, dude. This dude is beyond cooked.
He sucks. And he hit the back. He's hit the side of the backboard one of the shots, and I was like, dude, this guy's fucking terrible. He needs to stop shooting. Give the ball to Demon, should get the fuck out of the way.
It's sad to see, bro. I was like a big ball brother truther growing up. I don't know about you.
And I wasn't a huge truther, but I kept up with it.
They were good stuff, dude. LaMelo, fun as hell.
Yeah.
All right, well, what's going on, guys? We have a couple people in here already. Sweet. Yeah, we got some big news. I see Hot Sauce already got it, saying Mitchell ruled out. What are we taking from the Cavs? Guys, what's up, everyone? I think that's the exact same thing, A1. Who are we taking for the Cavs? We got a quick little lab session. Is this – okay, good. This game's at 7:30, so.
Yeah, still some time.
So, A1, who are you thinking first of all? Because I totally agreed with it. They don't have a line yet.
Yeah, Tyrese Proctor, wherever he's going to be, if he'll get dropped, we have to hope he can be. I mean, he's had lines before in the past. He should get one soon, hopefully on FanDuel. If FanDuel can drop it, and the rest of the market will probably copy. So if we can get one, I mean, Proctor, I think he played some minutes last game as well. I saw him taking a couple of shots when I was watching it. Let me see. Tyrese Proctor.
And A1, I don't bet spreads. I'm guessing you don't bet spreads. Do you ever bet spreads either or no?
Not an NBA, no.
Why are the Cavs 4.5? This team
only because they're at home. The team is terrible. Like, it's genuinely not even funny how bad the Cavs are. DeAndre Hunter's in such bad form. Like, there's nobody on this team that can really step up. Like, Jaylen Tyson's been good. Garland is kind of starting to show flashes. Jared Allen kind of looked a little bit better last game. But, like, if this Bulls team ends up being Dosunmu's playing and Trey Jones is playing, yeah, there's no reason for this team to be favorites at all.
No. Do you know how they're gonna lose? It's like because Billy Donovan's gonna play like some dumbass rotations.
Probably. He does that shit too much. Oh yeah, it's Ayo Dosunmu and Trey Jones limited to 24 minutes on Friday. Just got said.
That's what Billy Donovan always does. That shit. 24-minute limit, and they play exactly 24.
Yeah, and sometimes Kobe White was playing over those minutes. He would just be like realizing the fourth quarter. He's like, low key, we kind of need this guy if we want to win, and then he'll end up playing him a little bit more, and then it's crazy. I mean, this guy doesn't really give a shit, but these guys probably do stay at 24-ish, considering the amount of bodies that they have.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. Like, because I mean, I wonder if like Giddey or Kobe can like lose minutes. Actually, if this is still at 22.5, I actually kind of would like his under a little bit. Because like the one thing that they will do, not that Kobe's super reliant at scoring through the pick and roll, but they actually do like kind of blitz it every time, or not blitz it, but creep up to the level where they can't just like walk into a shot. Okay, A1. So this is what I'm looking at, and there's no Craig Porter too, but this is since last year. Obviously Darius Garland kind of stinks now. DeAndre Hunter, I will say he kind of stinks too, but him with all these guys off A1, DeAndre Hunter is at 25 points per 36. And he's probably going to come off the bench still, I think. Maybe. I think that Kenny Atkins.
Yeah, he said foreseeable future. He's going to be. I don't know if that's going to drop his line down or not, but I mean, honestly, it could. Like, they might be projecting him to start when he's not going to start. And then he goes down to 16.5 or so. He's at 17.5 every book right now.
Okay. Yeah. And if the bench news brings it down, that's a play I will officially be on. If this goes down to 16.5 because of the bench news, he's probably going to play 32 minutes here, I would think.
Yeah, okay. Even PR could drop too, considering just him off the bench. These combo lines love to drop down when someone's off the bench because they kind of just account for everything a little bit less in sense and juice. And it could bring one of those things down and drive it down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, A1. So is there anything like official that you like, or is there anything? Because I think we have some Jaylen Tyson stuff. Let's see. Someone asked about Jaylen Tyson. Do you have any opinion on Jaylen Tyson or any Cavs? Like, how are you going to play like the Cavs? Is it just the Hunter if it drops from the bench news or?
Yeah, no, I mean, considering I have Allen straight at 17.5 PA, honestly, I didn't think that was going to move much. I thought maybe we'd be able to stay like 16.5, 17.5 PA. It's 18.5 PA. I played him at over 17.5 PA, down up to 20.5. I mean, that's a little bit of an overreaction, honestly. Like, there's no way that Donovan Mitchell being out is going to gain him 3 points of value. But, I mean, I guess there could be some steam that's kind of involved as well. With regard to Jaylen Tyson, though, I mean, I like Tyson. His per 36, I think, in that court IQ is going to look pretty good. Last time when I checked out, it looked pretty good. His aggression was not as good last time against the Bulls. Like, he got some shots up, just became really efficient. 2.5 threes for Jaylen Tyson as well. God damn. I mean, they didn't move. They just didn't move his points line at all, though. So I don't know if it was kind of pre-adjusted or not because Garland was pre-adjusted. But Tyson looks good. It's just I wish his rebound upside was a little bit better in this matchup because I would like to add rebounds if anything. Just only 6 rebounds, only 2 rebounds last game. I know they got their ass beat, but it didn't really seem like he was in a good spot to get rebounds last game at all.
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree completely. I think that, yeah, for me personally, A1, like if they spawn a Tyrese Proctor like 7.5 line, I'm definitely hopping on that. But yeah, Jaylen Tyson, I bet his under against the Hornets and lost pretty recently. But like he is a pretty hesitant scorer. But also, who knows, man? Just like the mindset of these guys with just knowing that like D-Mitch, because D-Mitch is kind of like the ultimate like ball stopper, like chucker,
Yeah.
So some of these role guys might be able to get into like better with rhythm without them. I guess this year we're probably gonna have a super baby sample of just D-Mitch and Mobley off the court, but I do kind of want to see what that's just looking like. Does any Darius Garland stuff interest you at 23.5 against the Bulls, or like what's your thoughts on him? Because I personally think he kind of stinks right now.
I mean, yeah, he looked a little bit better last game, honestly, the way he was controlling the pace, and then in the fourth quarter, he kind of just ended up going to shit as well. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, his assists look really good. The Bulls running a bunch of zone, but now he's up to 8.5 assists. I think I'm good off that. That's kind of just why I like, probably a little bit more of Jared Allen, kind of where I went into him. Because you go into zone, you kind of pass the ball around and you can get it to the center. Quick little floater shot if you can kind of maybe draw some free throws as well. But yeah, that's the question. I think the question's like, I think his lines have been pretty well adjusted. Like he was 23.5 before Mitchell was even ruled out. Like they knew that they were going to steam his ass up a little bit, and he steamed way too much for me, even though his per 36, I think, is like right on cue as well. So I think Darius Garland's probably in a spot where, he could do good. I think he could do great today. You could even see a Newt game from him, but is there really any value on that line alone? Probably not. I don't really think there's anything where I'm like, really, my eyes are lighting up for it.
Yep. Nope. I agree completely. And for some reason, this like court IQ stuff, dude, like I'm trying to take Mitchell off the court and they just keep on putting him back on. But yeah. That's kind of probably my take too. Who's MB45? A1.
Oh, don't worry about MB45. Don't worry about him. He's irrelevant, bro. Don't worry about MB.
MB? It's like Miles Bridges.
No, he's talking about some dude in my court. It might be him himself.
Oh, MB45. Let's see. Do we have anything else? Okoro? No, I didn't. A1. So, what's your take on Okoro? So this was like one of my really strong leans. I actually don't like this because I liked it in the morning because one, I thought that Mitchell was going to play, and I think he's by far their best option to guard Mitchell. That kind of, I think maybe affects his minutes. He's had 2 really good games against the Cavs. Obviously, you have like a little like revenge narrative. He obviously shot very efficient. And the Cavs also give up a ton of spot up, and the defense just absolutely sucks right now. But also Trey and Io are in, so it's like I don't even know. I like if one of those two were out, and Mitchell was in. I was thinking he was going to play like 28 minutes, but I could see like a 22-minute game now or something like that. But
yeah, I think that's the issue, honestly. If one of those guys were out, I think I'd be all in on Okoro. Plus, they were talking about him last game, how he was like the motivator in the huddle. He was like, "We can beat these guys. Like, we need to step up. We need to get it going." Like, it's obvious that he doesn't like this team right now. Like, he wants to get the revenge narrative, but like, it's just if these guys are in, you just don't really know what his minutes are going to look like. And like you said, D-Mitch out as well. They don't really need his defense as much. 31 minutes last game is a ridiculous amount for him. I think maybe you kind of go regress back down into like there's really no sample size with all these guys off as well. Like, you don't really know what his minutes are going to look like. Maybe he regresses down to that 22, 23-minute range. And at that point, it's just really not that good of a play.
Nope. Like, I completely agree there. A1, there has not been a game for the Bulls with like everyone healthy, which is crazy.
It's one of the first times, yeah.
So there could probably be some like sneaky undervalues. I don't know. Does anything kind of like stand out to you here? Like,
I think they're all like pretty middle. Like Maltas Bizelis loses minutes, but 10.5 is extremely. It's probably the lowest line of the season so far. Kevin Huerter sucks, but I mean, his minutes might go down a little bit, but I don't think his graph's going to look anything great. Actually, less than 25 minutes. It's still kind of mid. Plus, like you said, Cavs terrible spot up defense. Dosunmu at 24 minutes, it seems to be like, priced pretty right. When they know the minutes that these guys run, you're really not going to see many edge on those type of lines. Vucevic is kind of split up a little bit because Collins and those guys off the bench as well. And then Giddey just seems about right. I mean, maybe he looked a little low, honestly, but Dosunmu, every time Dosunmu's out, or in, his usage gets killed just a little bit. So.
And sometimes they'll actually close with Dosunmu over Giddey. I've seen a couple times. So
Yeah.
that's like another thing too. I think Io's playing legitimately pretty hurt though, with like some like busted thumbs.
Yeah. It's like really
So,
bad. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm surprised that he's been playing tonight, honestly. I thought maybe he'd sit this one out, but I
Yeah,
guess they
me
don't
too.
care.
Me too. Okay, cool. Let's see. Millie said Little Nuggets. Bulls ran a ton of zone defensively on Wednesday. I would think that probably changes without Mitchell. I mean, you play zone when you can't guard like a superstar, and you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, like screw it. We're just gonna like let these role guys like bomb away. But yeah, no, that's definitely a good nugget. Let's see. Tyson, we're gonna I'm up 180 units. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, A1, you got a question. Do you like Mateer rushing?
Yeah, Mateer rushing's not bad at all tonight. I'm on Isaiah Tegna over 4.5 receptions, but Mateer rushing's really good. He probably runs the ball a lot. It's just honestly for me, I just think the short passing game was just way too undervalued for Oklahoma. But he's like 32.5 rushing Mateer. It's really low. If Oklahoma ends up winning the game, he's gonna cover that easily. So I think if you're betting that, you're also somewhat betting Oklahoma money line.
Yo, dude, how do you feel about Lane Kiffin in town? He's gonna be taking your
Yeah.
role.
No, it's Lane Kiffin's gonna be fun though, dude. It's so much easier when you got a coach like Brian Kelly who nobody likes. Like you have to like defending Brian Kelly is like the worst thing I've ever had to do. You know, people are like telling me like, he killed a kid and he did this and this that, and I was like, for me, it's like I can't defend the guy, bro. But now at least Lane Kiffin, at least he's funny. It makes some jokes. We're supposed to get like Dylan Stewart. Apparently, that's like the rumor. So we're gonna get some good recruits. Game should be fun. Plus, it's my final year next year, so watching football. So hopefully, it's a good year. As a student, obviously.
Vibes are gonna be fun, that's for sure. You guys are probably gonna get Trinidad too, I bet.
Yeah, Trinidad, Kwan Lacey, they should all come over here, man. Fuck, we're gonna let them know. Baton Rouge. Then I'm gonna try to go to the Oxford game. I think it's like September 15th or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun as hell. Okay, A1. Knicks and 76ers. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say something to live bet first of all, because I think that like the smarter thing to go about this when you're a matchup and you're not sure that you're gonna get it. There's not like a previous game tape. But Joel Embiid's out. I'm assuming Drummond is going to get the start at the 5. I say if you see Drummond guarding Cat on the first possession, either take his over points or over threes, or maybe even just both, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think, bro. I mean, I was going to say the exact same thing in terms of Cat being probably the most interesting play on the board. I check right now. I was going to see centers versus, let me see, 76ers without Embiid game log. See what some of these centers have done against non-Embiid. I remember looking at this before in a different matchup, and it wasn't as good. But I also am looking right now, and Miles Turner took up 7 threes, and Bobby Portis took 9 with Embiid out. So I mean, maybe there's something even pre-game for these guys. But like you said, if you kind of just see Drummond guarding him and he's kind of staying off on that, Brunson drives to the cup, he tries to help to block a shot, and you get Cat right on the outside, it's gonna be free all day. Plus in transition, he'll be shooting those threes like crazy. Who else played him? Marvin Bagley shot 2 threes. Vukcevic had 0 though. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if Vukcevic still shoots threes this year. And we have not really too many centers that are recent that have shot that really shoot the ball at all. Maybe Bam. I don't even know if Bam played this game. He didn't. Khalil Ware took 2 threes against Drummond as well. I don't know. I think that's pretty solid though. I mean, I'd say the exact same way that live betting is probably the best way to go. Just in terms of the fact that that's going to be free. I mean, if he's leaving him open, he gets 5-6 attempts up. That's just going to be insane value regardless.
Yep, exactly. But A1, if you were Nick Nurse, or if you put yourself in Nick Nurse's body for a day and still had the same brain, do you think he's putting Drummond on Hart or Towns?
I mean, he should be putting him on Hart, but at the same time, Josh Hart has killed players this year. Like he's been killing teams this year. He did it. I think it was like the Charlotte game, first game. It was November 26th. He had 4 threes in a row in the first half, and then they ended up saying like, no, Kalkbrenner, you're getting out. Like so, he ended up benching Kalkbrenner at halftime. And what they ended up doing was they put someone else on Hart, and they put Moussa Diabate in the game to get a little bit more athleticism. I don't really think that the 76ers have that option, though. Like, Bona's obviously there, but we don't really know what Drummond's health's going to look like. Drummond kind of is extremely low lines as well, so he ends up playing real minutes. His double-double is kind of steamed a little bit now, so maybe his PRA is a little bit higher. It is 1 or 2 points higher, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what Nick Nurse is going to do. You could obviously put him on Josh Hart, but Josh Hart has been making teams pay, and if he makes the Sixers pay early again, they're going to be in a hole that maybe they can't really recover from early on. So,
yep.
Obviously.
Yeah, but that's like the live betting angle, guys. Like I said, I agree with A1. Like you put a gun in my head and like make me choose between like, does he guard Hart? I think he guards Hart, and if he guards Hart, then 17.5 PA is a very, very good look too. Because he'll get like some like handoff stuff. He'll be used as a screener. Honestly, he'll probably be able to like finish over Drummond too, because he's a terrible defender, even if he like pick and pops or something, or pick and rolls. But yeah, we'll just force Josh Hart to be mega involved. I think it's worth noting that it is the second night of a back-to-back. And it's like coming off of Vegas and stuff. I wouldn't be shocked if you see like OG play like weird minutes. He's still kind of fresh off that hamstring a little bit. But yeah, A1. Any other Knicks thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jalen Brunson's extremely adjusted, right, with 26.5 points. OG and Mikal Bridges are probably a little less adjusted. Knowing these two guys, like if you look at Mikal Bridges with like let's say Brunson, Cat, OG Anunoby, and Horton, right? You see all these guys, and he's already 6 of 14 to his line in general. And I don't think this matchup's too good for him because they're really good against spot ups. So let's say we reduce the minutes down to like less than 35 as well. Bridges is down to under in 6 out of 7 games this year. Unironically saying that, but under in 6 out of 7 games this year with less than 35 minutes with everyone in. And I mean, honestly saying it's like to PRA, like that's kind of a high line. Like, because I mean, it's obviously he's Iron Man. He likes to play the minutes. He kind of embraces that role where he has to play minutes for the squad. But they do have guys like Tyler Kolek, other guys that they played last night that, they can maybe kind of use a little bit today, get him a little bit less minutes. It looked early on like he was going to get less minutes last game too. He ended up with 33. Actually, no, it's not 33. What did he play with last game? Let me see. He ended up with 37 minutes last game. He could go down at under 35-minute range, and this line would probably be a little bit too high. Like Brunson's adjusted, but I don't really know if Mikal Bridges is in terms of just everybody being in, potentially less minutes, not even that good of a matchup in the first place. Maybe kind of helps him out a little bit.
Yep. Nope. I agree completely. Bridges and OG, pick your poison. I think that both of them are pretty good underlooks. Looks like people are talking about Brunson assists. I personally don't have an opinion, but I know Philly's been giving out assists like they're candy recently. 6.5 does feel like a pretty good number against Philly. Jared McCain. I looked at Jared McCain. Do you have any opinion on McCain while we're here?
Yeah, McCain 3 is actually the first prop that I looked at on the board today because it's just so interesting at plus 145. Like if you give this guy 16 minutes, 16 to let's say 22 minutes, or not 22, like you just look at him like 16 plus minutes in general. He's 5 of 8 and he's plus money. And the question is just, it's a little tough because, these guys have been in and out and out of the lineup. So if you drop the minutes, it looks a little bit worse, but he gets attempts up. It's a great spot up matchup. And there's really nobody else on this team that really catch and shoot threes except for like Quentin Grimes. Obviously Paul George, VJ, and Maxey do a little bit, but they don't really do it at the rate that McCain does in terms of frequency. It's really interesting. Plus 145 is a really good price. I don't mind it at all. I don't think I'll have any exposure to it, but maybe that's one of the props that, I'll probably be pissed that I didn't even look at a little bit further when he hits 2 threes in the first half. So that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I agree. Has there been a game? I mean, Philly's been weird because like even if you do that, like you might have got like a VJ minute restriction game or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's really not much. I don't think at all. Like there's December. There's this one game against Milwaukee. It's December 5th. But at the same time, there was also minutes restrictions and issues where these guys kind of played less minutes. Like Quentin Grimes played way less minutes than I'd have expected for no reason, apparently. So it kind of made me really think like you're probably going to see like 22-ish minutes from Jared McCain tonight at best, maybe 22 to 23.
Yep. But if you get those, dude, like, I mean, this is just like a great number, right? Like,
yeah, the price. More about the price.
I thought it was going to be like minus 110 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Just like when I clicked on it.
It was actually plus 120 this morning, so it steamed up 20-30 cents as well. Kind of interesting. Okay.
The projection bros don't like Jared today.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably exactly. So that should exactly probably go happen at 4 or 5 o'clock.
SGA 30 points and Tyrese Maxey 20 points. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, that's solid.
And I bet you can get minus 120 for that. Giacochunas lines if Davion is out. I have no clue, dude. Has Davion been out?
No, we're not going to get that. Davion's questionable now. He got downgraded, but I don't think we're going to see Jaku lines at all. If we can't get Tyrese Proctor lines, there's no way we get Jaku lines. Did we even get Proctor yet? No, we haven't. So, yeah, we're not going to get him, I don't think, either.
A1, do you have any Kolek opinion?
No, apparently Kolek was super free yesterday. Sold on that pretty bad, but I don't think I have much thought on him today. Obviously, if Brunson sees less minutes, you're going to see Kolek get a little bit more. We saw him week 20 against the Spurs. Way lower today. He's like a little bit Mickey, I guess. Not really on many books at all, but I mean, I don't think he's bad in any manner. He's really aggressive on the boards. He'll be doing a little bit of everything. If Brunson does really get less minutes, that's not a bad look at all.
Yep, I think I'd probably have Kolek playing because they actually kind of share the floor a little bit together too. I mean, they did to close out the damn Cup final, so I'd probably have Kolek at like 20 minutes, dude. So I think that 3.5 makes sense. It is really juiced, but yeah. Okay, Grimes. I do like Grimes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dyson unders. Let's see. Let's move out. Dylan Harper repeat. Honestly, dude, I don't hate Dylan Harper repeat. Let's move on to this game.
Yeah, you can never be mad at Dylan Harper at this point. He's just a baller. He's down a 20.5 PRA too. He was at 21.5 this morning, so he's going down a little bit. And the Hawks are terrible inside the paint. Like their defense inside the paint is garbage.
And I think back-to-back might benefit them too, because they've just they've played a lot of games recently, like a lot of high-stress games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if De'Aaron's at like 30 minutes or so, and Wemby doesn't play a ton and all that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no, Dylan Harper, guys. I mean, no, A1. I think this line was at 23.5, dude, this morning. I could be tripping.
Really? I don't know. I don't think he was at 21.5 last night. Maybe like people thought Wemby were going to be out and bet him up a little bit, but Wemby I think was always going to be. And there was some report yesterday saying like the coach was talking about how yesterday they had to take yesterday into account for today. And I mean, we did see like the only reason I would say like he may not see extra minutes due to the back-to-back is just because guys like Castle only got to play like 25 minutes because of the blowout and everything, which kind of helped. You have Vassell only 26, Fox down to 25. I wonder if their first half rotations were affected at all, though. Let me see right quick.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to like conserve.
They know the Wizards are
playing the Wizards too, dude.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
They didn't give a damn. I think Sohan got first minutes stint, if I'm not tripping.
Yeah, Castle only played 11 first half minutes. It's not really a score thing. It may just be like 11 to 12 first half minutes. Real can always be a little bit weird. Fox only ended up playing 12. So that means that we saw Dylan Harper first half play 10 to 11 first half minutes, means he's guaranteed for a 20 to 25 minute role tonight, which is not bad for him at all.
No, I'm probably gonna hop on Harper, to be honest, dude. Now that it dipped that 20, he's just way better than a 20.5 line, bro. The Hawks defense is shit.
It's a good matchup too.
Yeah, the Hawks defense is brutal. He'll be going up against like the Kennard and Vic Krejci minutes and shit too.
Yeah, and none of those guys on the Hawks bench can really defend. I think the Hawks have kind of seen their regression a little bit as of late, where you're kind of seeing like the teams getting the holes. The holes are kind of getting exploited a little bit. Trae Young kind of patched that up a little bit, but at the end of the day, some teams like the Spurs, especially when they don't really have a good pull-up shooter, they're going to get exposed probably big time. I kind of like the Spurs, honestly, to roll tonight, but they've played so many games, it's kind of hard to back them too much.
A1. This one's a little bit ballsy, and he had a pretty good game against him earlier, but I kind of like Jaylen Johnson under 43.5 PRA. Spurs are a very, very good transition defense, and that's such like a big part of his game. And they were like number one ahead of OKC before Wemby got hurt. And yeah, you're probably not going to get a ton of Wemby, but there should be some overlap, and it's going to be rough sledding for him in those minutes for sure.
I get that. I think also like the Wemby's just really different. Like, you see guys like Amen Thompson, stuff like that, guys that can attack the rim. Obviously, Jaylen Johnson's world is better than Amen in terms of scoring, but like you see these guys when Wemby's kind of in those bench minutes, especially you're trying to attack the rim, they're going to get really passive and they're going to kick that ball out. They're going to see a lot more threes get shot. Like I don't mind that at all. I think, Jaylen Johnson has just been absolutely ridiculous. I can't find the transition filter for some reason, but I do know, especially early on in the season, he used to be like a complete transition merchant for points. I don't know if the same thing holds just because of that insane stretch he had, but when there wasn't good transition teams, like when he was facing hard transition defenses, he was struggling. When he was facing bad ones, he was nuking. I remember there being some sort of crazy stuff like that.
Let's
yeah. No, you have it. I don't know why I don't have that filter for some reason.
DPT. Yeah, he's only played 5 top 10 or 5 top 10 transitions.
Maybe.
Been trending up. I guess the Hornets. Let's do defensive. The Spurs are like take out like these like shit defense.
And Spurs game didn't even have Wemby in it. So yeah. Someone also said like Jaylen Johnson always goes off on back-to-backs, but I mean, he played the Wizards, the Hornets, the Jazz, and then he had one really good game against the Pistons, but he had to play maximum minutes in that. So I don't even think it matters too much.
Without Trae, I guess. Yeah.
I
think this makes a lot of sense, dude.
Yeah.
It's super. You're selling high, dude. I like Jaylen Johnson. Don't get it twisted, dude. But like a 20-point triple-double like doesn't even cash this line. Like
his 43.5 PRA is his second highest line of the season. Only higher one was where was it? 44.5. It was 44.5 against Philly. Yeah, in that game, 34 PRA.
Philly's dog shit, dude. Especially with
I don't know why he went under that game. He was just scoring 5 of 17 shooting is probably the reason why.
This is line the same as against Washington.
Starting? Oh, get on, bro. Lost all value on Proctor lines, bro.
Oh, great. Yep, that sucks.
Smart
that
call,
sucks.
Still, bro.
But I mean, not saying I think this game's gonna be a blowout, but like he's definitely someone who would start and play the blowout. I think.
If there was one, yeah. Hunter's actually moving up to 18.5 on DK and a bet online too, so he's not even moving down after that. Granted, I don't know if they're making the connection or not, but
yeah, I don't think that they are. Let's see. Okay. Let's move on to OKC Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay. A1. I know this is just like something you don't do, right? But I said if Ant's line gets down to 33.5 PRA, I said I was going to take it.
That's only two main books, only two books that you need.
Huh?
It's only two books that you need to DK and FanDuel. Oh shit! Look at his hair.
So they are. I just know Ant, right? I'm a Wolves fan and shit, bro. This dude is gonna try so hard here. Like he does not like Shea whatsoever. I like that Hartenstein's in, because Hartenstein, like, they can't be as aggressive like on pick and roll stuff with Hartenstein. You know, he can't move like that. You can easily split that. I don't know. A1, are you just not going to take? I also think that we win this game.
Y'all go. I mean, the fact that y'all are home probably gives me a little bit more of a competitive nature in terms of y'all winning this game. I don't know. Yeah. I will say I do agree that Hartenstein point is probably the biggest thing. I wouldn't have liked it as much if Hartenstein was out because that drop coverage threes, like he had 5 threes, I think, last time against the Thunder. Yeah, he shot 10 threes, hit 5 of them. That was kind of the big catalyst for his points when he scored 31. That's the biggest thing, right? You need to see hit that Hartenstein drop, and either they're going to completely blitz him, and that's going to lead to assist opportunities, or Hartenstein's going to hit that little bit of drop coverage, and Ant's going to want that 3, and he's going to shoot over him every single time and kind of get going from there. I do think his RA has a bunch of potential. I'm on his 6+ rebounds in a lotto. I was going to play 4.5, which was playable for a little bit, but ended up going away. And honestly, I was kind of teetering back and forth with it. I kind of like the upside more for Ant tonight than anything. But yeah, no, I think he's got upside in every single category. I think the points category is really the thing that weighs you down, but he's 24.5. It's his lowest line of the season, I think, maybe besides the other. Now he had 24.5 in the same OKC game. So yeah, his lowest line of the season this year on non-minutes restriction. Like, I mean, you're already going to get a little bit of the difference, right? You're not really buying high, you're buying pretty low. And if he's already shown success in this matchup this year, and you know why, because of that Hartenstein drop coverage, and you're going to get that again tonight. I mean, I think I can back it. I can understand, where you're coming from there.
Yeah. It's just a spot, man. It's just a spot game. I'm also on Shea overs. Shea over 31.5 points. I think that's a really good look. I think that like just getting, if you have like I said, I said this on my video earlier. Oh yeah, good shit. Eric, bet Shea overs because you're a Thunder fan anyway, so you might as well do it. But I think that like Shea over stuff is or Shea 30+ points, dude. Like he's gonna get 30 points against the Wolves, bro. Like he is. We double like the least in the league. We have to.
I think everything for Shea tonight looks really good. I was on assists last time, 6.5 assists. I ended up watching him go over 5 on potentials in the last 4 minutes to hook me. So that was not fun. But like you're gonna see that the usage for Shea in this matchup is gonna be as high as ever, right? It's a big time game. He also doesn't. I wouldn't say he doesn't like Ant, but when it comes to good basketball teams, the top 10 teams in the league, Shea kind of steps up his game a little bit. And this year, I mean, 37.5 PA, some places 38.5 PA, even like his PRA and his RA. I mean, I like everything Shea tonight. If you told me over assists, over RA, over points, over PRA, over PA, I think I'll be on everything. Like, it's just really a spot where his usage really is really well. And most importantly, like against the Wolves, he's literally over this line in his last 11 of 14 against the Wolves. One of them's that 42-point blowout in the playoffs, and the other one he shot 6 of 21 in. Like, and since 2023, those 2 misses that he's had. Like he gets usage in this matchup like crazy. He absorbs the usage. The fact that I'm not on anything Shea tonight is probably pretty disappointing for myself because I've been like going around on stuff. I know my boy Gally's on over 10.5 RA, which I like. I think he's up to 11.5 now. I mean, I like everything Shea tonight. He's just gonna get the ball in his hands. He's gonna rack up statistics. It's gonna be a competitive environment. The spread's down to 6.5. You don't really see many Thunder spreads below 10.5. So yeah, I think I like everything in terms of his area. I was also looking at J-Dub, but 18.5, kind of looking at a little bit more seemed about right. His buy game that was going to be soon. There's going to be a point where J-Dub becomes a guy that you really want to start getting into because he's just faced way too many blowouts and everything.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, I wonder if people have been asking questions about J-Dub. I think that J-Dub's really like, I mean, you can make the same case for SGA as you can J-Dub, right? So yeah, 18.5 points, I think is a really good look for him. People saying Gobert unders, I endorse it for sure. I will say I played it last game and I kind of felt a little bit lucky. I think he missed some like really easy shots. But yeah. Let's see.
If Hartenstein was out, I think I'd be way more into it than if he was in at the same time as well. Because then it also like reduces his floor big time. Proctor open 10.5 move.
Yep. So wait, is it at 10.5 points?
So inside, yeah, Proctor opened up there. For some reason, it's not on Props Madness. It used to be on Props Madness though, so maybe it's just lagging behind.
Randle points under. I think Randle unders are really good too, except for A1. I will say this. Well, when you're betting on Randle here, he's either going to go over because he's going to get open threes. Like he absolutely like off of stuff. He's going to get open threes. So it's like I think you either have to pick like you're betting on is he going to hit threes or is he not? I'd say probably the better bet to make is no, right? Is he?
He takes really stupid threes. Like I honestly, I hate the way that Julius Randle played basketball in some of these type of games, bro. Like I was watching back his film this morning, but he takes step back threes and he takes just these ones over the top and stuff. It's just not like really good basketball. Last year, the Thunder actually made it like an emphasis to stop him from shooting threes, and he couldn't do shit in the games. Like he had a 6-point game and a 5-point game when he was getting stopped from threes. And it's really just that's how it is, though. Like either he's hitting threes and he's covering in this matchup, or he's not hitting threes at all. So like if you wanted Randle overs, you just play his threes and ladder a little bit and move because there's no other way he's scoring in this matchup in the paint.
Yeah, no, I agree completely, dude. Like I'm actually probably going to go on 365 and take. Actually, guys, here's an official play. If you have 365, I'm going to take Randle under 2-pointers made on 365. I'm going to see what the line is. I'm guessing it's going to be at like 5.5, 4.5. I think both of them are probably good, dude. He's probably going to make like two twos today.
He made 0, by the way, last time they played. It's over 6.
Let's see. Crazy. 2-pointers made for Julius is at 4.5. So yeah, that's going to be an official play that I'm going to be under on.
Yeah, that's on solid. I can't.
Nope. Let's see.
See anything else in this matchup? I mean, I think his matchups also extremely. What was extremely funny that's also last time was that Jaden McDaniels went 2 for 2 in the first 2 minutes of this game, and then he just didn't shoot a 3 for the rest of the game as well, which seemed extremely weird to me. Like they had Chet on him. Chet was kind of leaving him open for 3. He got those 2 threes, and then the rest of the game they just didn't leave him open. They're like, that's it, it's done. Extremely weird. I don't know. Kind of crazy.
He's gonna be open, dude. The thing is, like, if Ant has it going, he like just gets tunnel vision and like shoots step back threes and stuff.
He would not care about whatever Jaden McDaniels is doing.
But yeah, Jaden threes are a good look. Chet Homecoming still a narrative. Yeah, he is from Minneapolis.
I can see there's an uptick in production on the road games.
I personally actually don't like Chet here, though. To be honest, I like him when he's starting at the 5 and he's going up against a traditional center. He's really tough to guard for then, especially with Shea's gravity.
He's had good scoring games against Minnesota for whatever it's worth. I don't think the rebounding's been a little bit weird, but in terms of his scoring, like honestly, I think you go like 28 plus minutes, he's over in every game. Yeah, except for one. Hawks has the one game I bet him in. But yeah, he's getting his good scoring going against Minnesota for whatever reason. I think it's just when Shea gets a little bit of help shown to him, Chet gets wide open threes and he also drives to the paint pretty aggressively. I think that's pretty much what it is, though. Nothing too crazy.
Let's see his rebounds. Okay, yeah, his rebounds where it's kind of low. Yeah, that's what happens with that. Okay,
points apparently.
Proctor is it up on the Mickeys or the Reels?
Only on like Caesars MGM 365, so nothing serious. Okay. With D-Mitch out this year, he played 1 game. Garland was also out. He played 23 minutes. He shot 15 times in 23 minutes. That's what he is. He's a chucker. I mean, that's how he's going to be. His game is so smooth, though. I'm not going to lie. His game is so smooth, but nah, I don't know. That's probably out for me. I can't play 10.5. Jako's starting, so he's going to get lines.
Wow. Jeez, dude. Okay.
Oh, Henry Hawkins is starting too? What the fuck?
That's actually good. Okay, but I think the Boston matchup sucks for Jaime because they like don't know.
They can't get the paint. I mean, they're gonna collapse. He's gonna be able to pass out to shooters at least, but
yeah,
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
I don't hate like. What are your thoughts on Bam Adebayo stuff? I know Spoelstra in the past like really doesn't give 2 shits about like letting Bam score. Like he has really good head-to-head history against him, and it kind of makes sense too because Bam has like a terrible like shot profile. Like Missoula's
I think it was also like, when you get that Ware at the 5, he gets a 4 guy and he just backs him down and nobody really shows help to him. So then he just gets easy shots. The only weird part is I have no idea how he scored 4 points last night. Like I have absolutely 0 idea how last night against the Nets, he scored 4 points. He shot 4 of 13. It was like whatever it was, 8 points. He had like 2 points in the first half. I have no idea how he did that. Normally I like backing him when Ware's starting, But that game kind of threw me off. It was extremely weird, but I don't know.
He's just a weird guy, dude. Like that's a
weird.
Bam Adebayo experience. Like honestly, I don't know. Who do you like here on Miami? I feel like we should probably like Jakachunas could be a little bit intriguing. They're definitely more of like he's a 3-point shooter, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna say I'm not a big fan of him as a prospect. Like I faded him a bit in summer league, but I don't know. Like we'll see how he's gonna. Let me see, Jock. Let's see how many has he been playing too much lately? No, he played one. He played 8 minutes last game. He took 1 3 in 8 minutes. He had an assist.
Okay.
I don't know how much. I mean, Drew Smith probably gets run off the bench as well, so I don't think his floor is that high. To be honest.
Jeez, they have like a lot of people out, dude. Like it's gonna be. They're playing Norm Powell.
I want to say I'm a little bit worried because I played Nemias Cato over 8.5 rebounds in this game officially, and now I'm wondering if the blowout chance kind of gets there, honestly. Because I mean, Miami still has a squad, but Boston and home can sometimes just go a little too crazy. I played Cato over 8.5 rebounds. I also played Cato double for on a lotto as well. I liked Cato double with and 6+ rebounds. I like plus 880 on DK, something like that.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a good price. So who's it going to be off the bench? A1 is going to be Simone. It's going to be
Drew, Simone, and Keyshawn Johnson, and
that's it.
One other guy. Yeah, that's actually it. Holy shit, Powell's about to play a ridiculous amount of minutes.
Coel also gets garbage time minutes, by the way.
I think he's got to here unless they have somebody else. Let me see.
They don't have any other centers, I don't think. Let me click.
Plus, I mean, they kind of like his development anyway.
Well, I've lost unders on Ware due to like Coel getting garbage time, and like
they might have the G League guys up, like Golden and Jameer Young.
They do.
They might. I'm not sure. They weren't ruled out yesterday though, on Real at least. So if those guys are in, and Golden might end up playing the garbage time minutes.
Oh, you use Real to check that stuff?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. I don't know how accurate Real is, so I always have to check it on Twitter.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, so it's called. With 7 unavailable, the Heat have Ware, Bam, Hawkes, Powell, and Jockey Kona starting. Drew Smith, Fontecchio, Keyshawn Johnson, Myron Gardner, and Vlad Golden off the bench. So yeah, Vlad Golden is all available. Jameer Young is not, but Myron Gardner is available. So they have 10 guys, probably around 8, maybe 2 more guys afterward. So
okay. And then who gets garbage time? Jakachunas for sure.
100%. Gardner gets it. Keyshawn gets it. Golden gets it. And then there's one other guy I'm missing.
Like Drew?
I don't know if Drew even gets garbage time because I always like to limit his minutes. I'm not sure how consistently that'll work. Granted, honestly, the spread is only 7.5. It's actually not crazy at all.
Yeah. I just love betting on like the people who like will get garbage time too, you know? Yeah. Maybe Coel, honestly. Well, what is Golden? Is he like is he a shooting big or is he like a big? No,
he's like a big. Like he sits in the paint and he just takes hook shots 24/7.
Well, it might be Ware still then, because Ware can kind of be like a 4, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, also at the same time, it's garbage time, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Just around. So okay, jeez, dude.
Fontecchio is actually really interesting because the Boston has been really bad against catch and shoot as well, but I don't really know if Fontecchio's line's that favorable at 10.5 points. 10.5 only on FanDuel anyway. So,
what's your opinion on Norm Powell unders? Because he was on the injury report with a calf injury last.
I know, bro, this guy's so weird though, dude. Like, remember 2 weeks ago they said without timetable for return, and then he just ended up coming back the next game, right? Like, I have no idea what Miami's doing when it comes to these injuries. So it's like I don't know if it's shit serious or they're just making up injuries to see if they want to give him rest or not, and then eventually doesn't get rest because all these other guys are hurt anyway. But like, I don't know, it's really weird. Plus, Boston's been so bad above the break, like they're like 29th above the break as of late. And they've been giving up so many threes. Like I can't even imagine fading him. That's why it's such a bad matchup for Hawkes because he can't really get to the paint that easily. But maybe Hawkes like RA would be kind of decent. But 10.5, 11.5, I wouldn't even want to be there. I mean, if I can avoid betting Miami, I think I'd avoid betting Miami. That's kind of how it is for me. This team is so weird with the amount of pace that they run. Everybody gets their scoring so distributed. There's one random reporter who said Powell will be fine the next day. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why that report went through then that he without timetable. Because without timetable, it normally means like multiple weeks. So weird.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? Okay, I'm waiting for these KJ lines though, because he's just a guy. Like, dude, I wonder what because the books. I think the books are going to be low. Let's see.
20, 30 minutes till tip off. Probably get in the next 10, I'd imagine. Also, I don't know if
Giannis-
Props Madness has them. Maybe not. I don't know if the Props Madness like has them in their API or not. Sometimes they don't have these guys, and then they, like Philip Rivers isn't in there, so you don't even see Philip Rivers lines. You have to check it manually.
Okay. I don't think he
KJ
has
lines
lines.
are KJ lines are up. Someone said I don't know. Probably bet 365. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
7.5 points, 3.5 assists. Interesting.
So what is his game? Is he a shooter or
So he's like he's gonna play off the pick and roll. He's supposed to be a good passer, kind of a bigger guard. He can shoot threes. He can get to the rack. He's just a little young though. That's what it is. He's extremely young.
He's played. We have no sample size, bro. I think 7.5 points, dude, might be something I fire on just because, like, yeah, it's like garbage. If it comes to it, garbage time. If not, like the only way for him to play shit minutes is he plays like shit and the game's competitive, right? Like if you're starting and you play good, you're gonna play.
Well, actually, what I would check is honestly that game that they had against Sacramento that these guys had. Like Drew Smith just opened at 7.5 points too. There was this one game though that they had Hero and Davion out. It was December game on December 6th. I wonder how many minutes Drew Smith played in this game. Drew Smith only ended up getting 19 minutes in this game. They had Jovic though healthy. Fontecchio ended up going up to 26. Hawkins played 35 minutes. Hawkins actually played more minutes than everybody. He had 35. Bam played 25. They limited starters intentionally. Was this on a back-to-back? It was. Bro, they limited starters intentionally. No, they didn't. They just didn't play the fourth quarter, even though the game wasn't that far off.
No, they got killed by the Kings, bro. It was actually like I remember. I think I had a bet on in that game.
They didn't even once it was 20 points, they gave up completely. They didn't even try to come back at all. But Hawkins still played through, which may be a little bit interesting because that might bring value to Hawkins tonight as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Hawkins like rebounds and assists, dude. Feels like, dude, him starting. Like, I mean, you're getting there's a 10.5 at Caesars. I don't know, man. Like, what he's at 10.5 rebounds and assists per 29 minutes. Like, what do you? I think like if it's competitive, he's at 35. So I mean, maybe 32 is like a good median or something, or 33.
Yeah, he probably gets to the 30, 35 range. It seems like his minutes are just more secure than everybody else's tonight. Plus, if he's starting, that means he's not going to be backloaded like he normally is, where he has to play mostly in the third quarter and fourth quarter.
Yep.
I don't know. It's interesting. I think these guys like Fontecchio, Jaime Hawkins, these guys that maybe didn't get as much run last night, they're going to see a lot more.
Why is where does drop down to 9.5 boards at a couple spots?
That's interesting, honestly. Granted, I'm rooting against him heavily tonight. I need Gator to snag as much as he can. That's such an ugly bet, bro. Honestly, I'm not even ready to watch tonight. Me and Gator start getting boards, but he's buying in the pays.
Yeah, dude, this was fucking weird. Okay, guys, well, that's going to do it. We're at the 45-minute mark. Of course, guys, check out A1 on X. I do have his Twitter link down below. Great follow. But A1, is there anything you got to say before we head out? That's it. I think some guys were asking, the official plays. So I played Neemias Queta over 8.5 rebounds and Jared Allen over 17.5 PA. Allen, unfortunately, is too bumped with the loss of D-Mitch. Neemias Queta might still be in a couple places, though. So you get that. Even if he's at 9.5, I don't mind that. 18.5 PR would be fine as well with me. Yep. And then for me, I'm on SGA over 31.5 points. I'm probably going to hop on Hart. I think PA. Like I said, the smarter thing realistically probably to do is to like wait for, the first possession in the half court and see if Drummond's lined up against Cat or Hart. I'm 90% sure it's going to be Hart though, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna officially play this Hart at 17.5 PA. Actually, I might do PRA because the Sixers have actually been terrible at rebounding. Plus, if those guys see less minutes, it might just mean Hart's going to jump up a little bit. Like if Cal played 37 last night, you might see Hart go crazy. Plus, Mitch Robinson's out too, right? So bump in rebounds. Yep. Well, Mitch is in. Oh, Mitch is in. Yeah. Why does Mitch not have any lines then? Oh, he does have it at the end. No, he does. He got a couple. Yep. Okay. Cool. Quick Proctor 9.5 field goal attempts. A1. What's your thought on that? Sounds about right with Garland. And I wish we had more sample size. We knew what his minutes were going to look like. With Craig Porter out, actually, I don't mind that now that I think about it. Just because Craig Porter's out, that floor might go up a little bit. Yeah. And did we ever get a Hunter? Not yet. I don't think they've announced the starting lineup, though. We still have, 45 more minutes? Yep. And guys, another official play for me will be Hunter 16.5 if he's announced off the bench, or once he's announced off the bench. So Yakachunas 5 threes. Screw it, dude. Okay, cool. Well, I do appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. Make sure to drop a like and sub to the channel if you're new here, if you enjoy this type of content. And A1, once again, thank you for joining me. Everyone go check him out on X. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.